Okay, my name is Rebelo.
Okay, and then first question is, in what ways do you see your marriage as a way of serving God and others?
I think that marriage in general is a sacrifice, and it requires thinking deeply about somebody other than yourself every day. And I think in doing that, it requires that you are not so self-centered, and that's what God wants of us, to be thinking of others and to share love and to accept love. And marriage means that for me.
How has raising children, if applicable, helped you live out your vocation as a Catholic spouse?
So yeah, the natural product of a marriage is children, if you're blessed to have children. And I think that it, for us at least personally, it strengthened our marriage, because I know my husband and I love each other deeply, and we really could have lived just the two of us. There was enough love between us. Our children are not a placeholder for us. I think some relationships feel like it's just the next checkbox to go down the list. It's what we need, and oftentimes it replaces the love. For us, we had to learn to add to our love, because our love for each other was so deep. And so that's been a challenge for the two of us, but it's strengthened our relationship for sure. And my children remain my biggest teachers, and I think for our relationship as well, it helps keep us grounded, because we realize where our values are and what's important and how precious time is.
How do you balance your responsibilities as a teacher, spouse, and possibly parent?
This is a constant struggle for me. My family is a traditional family, so much of the responsibility is on my shoulders as the mom. Not all families are that way. A lot of husband and wife relationships completely share the load, but my husband's primary job is to make the money in the family, and I kind of take care of pretty much everything else. So a lot of how the house runs and the children's schedule falls on my shoulders. So it is a juggle, because I also work full time. But I think I wouldn't want it any other way. I think if I wanted it differently, I would ensure that it was different, but I wouldn't want it any other way. I like being the captain of the ship. I like being mom. I like being in charge. And I like looking after my family. That's what brings me fulfillment, and it's what fills me with purpose, and it's what makes me think that my life is rich and full and successful. So as much as there's some days that I'm exhausted and I want to complain that it's too much and I can't manage, I do have the love and support of my family, and I know that if it came down to it, I would get the shift that I would need if I needed it, but I enjoy being the leader.
Because we ask you all these questions, because the next question is about what advice would you give to a young Catholic who's discerning their vocation?
So I highly recommend marriage, but I have been really fortunate enough to meet my soulmate and my best friend, and to be able to share a life together in the union of marriage and under God has been one of the greatest blessings of my life. However, it hasn't always been easy. So even though I'm painting this picture that I've married my best friend, and we're both Catholic, and therefore our faith journeys align, and our vocations align, it doesn't mean that it's been easy. Every day is a challenge. Every day is a choice. Just like happiness is a choice, so is our relationship. And so we have to wake up every day and decide to be with each other. But for any young couple who wants to experience the same fulfillment and the same purpose and the same joy, anything that's worth something takes work. And so for something as valuable and fulfilling as this, I would encourage you to be brave and take courage and have faith and know that you will be blessed.